Hi, my name is Ashley Seymour. Welcome to this Vinyasa flow. We'll open up through the hamstrings and hips. Let's begin in a seated meditation position. So finding a space where your spine can be long, sitting on a blanket or block if you need a little extra height. Rest your hands either in your lap or on your thighs or knees so that your shoulders and elbows can be soft. And just let the eyes close. Take a few soft and nourishing breaths that just help to ground your energy. And just taking this moment in the beginning of the asana practice to connect into the essence of why we move. So sweep your arms up towards the sky and bring the palms together. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just slowly draw the palms towards the heart. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands draw through heart center. One more time, inhale, arms reach up high. And as you exhale, rotate over to the right. So release your right arm down and stretch out to the left side of your body by reaching left fingertips over towards right wall. With each inhale, you'll lengthen the entire left side waist. And with each exhale, feel open. Inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Take the left hand behind you, right hand to the bent left knee. And with each inhale, feel the spine lift up, heart open. And with each exhale, twist deeper. Come back to center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, left arm down. Opening up the entire right side body. Inhaling as you lengthen the side waist. And exhale as you peel open. Soften your jaw. Soften the mind. Steady in the breath. Rise up on your breath in. Twist on an out breath to the right. Right hand comes behind you and your left hand will go to the bent right knee. With your breath in, lift. And with your breath out, twist. Come back to center. Pause for a moment and just feel. And then we'll roll forward together onto our hands and knees and get into some movement. So start with your cow. Curling the toes under and allowing the shoulders to roll back, your heart open. And then come into your cat, doming the back, chin to chest. So go ahead and move through those postures on your own, at your own pace, in your own breath. And really tapping into the rhythm of your breath, and more importantly, how the breath wants to move through your body. And notice those places where the breath just resists its movement. And see if you can expand your breath just a little bit longer into that space. So extend your right legs now out behind you on a breath in. And as you exhale, draw the right knee in towards the nose. Inhale. Lift the right foot up towards the sky. Keep the knee bent. Exhale, knee in to nose. Inhale, right foot lifts. Open the heart, almost like the cow. Exhale, squeeze in like cat, doming back. Inhale, right foot rises, open heart. Be sure to not compress your lower back. And this time as you exhale, draw the right knee towards the right armpit. Squeeze it in. And as you inhale, extend the right leg out to the side. Hold. Take one more breath in to lift. And then release the right foot down to the ground, off the mat. Couple options here. One, just lower the forearms down. That might be enough. 2, curl the left toes under, sit back to the left heel, and bow the torso a little bit deeper in towards the earth. And then option 3 is uncurling the back toes and coming to the top of the foot and sitting all the way down. And then try to drape your torso on the inside of the left thigh, completely giving yourself to the earth. Now being extremely mindful of your inner right knee. If there's any pain or pulling or tension, just lift your hips up higher to release that. And just allowing yourself to breathe and relax in this space. Letting your third eye center soften towards the ground. Breathing your heart and your belly towards the earth. And coming back to the essence of why we're in this movement and how we can connect into the flow of energy within the body besides just the physical, mechanical movements that are happening. Swing the right leg behind you, curl the left toes under. And inhale, lift the right leg up. So feel this open, this release, expansion. You're stacking the right hip on top of the left, and then bend the knee. And you'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Swing the right leg back, 3-legged downward dog. And then plant the right foot back down. Release your back knee to the earth and sweep your arms up to the sky. So in a low lunge here, and we'll move into a twist. So take an inhale, lift up to the spine, then exhale, twist open. So draw your left elbow to the outside of the right knee and press your palms towards each other to beam your heart towards the palms, and then everything spills up towards the sky. Feel the legs squeeze in towards each other. And next breath in, now reach your arms back up. Inhale. Exhale, shift the hips back, release the fingertips to the ground. Scoot the right foot forward, come into your Ardha Hanuman, your half split pose. Draw your tailbone back, your heart forward, and dig the heel in towards the earth. So when you inhale, breathe your heart forward, and as you exhale, bow, body, in and down. Ripple like that a few times. Let the breath soar through the body, inhale. And as you exhale, like a cleansing wave, let it rinse from you, activating and opening a sensation, a depth into the pose. And then draw right heel back to plant right foot down. Step your left foot in just slightly to lengthen out through the right leg. If you need blocks underneath your hands, place them there. Bow over the right leg as you release the left heel to the earth. When you inhale, come halfway, lift the back heel, and then exhale, heel releases down, bow over the right leg. Again, inhale, come halfway, lift left heel, and exhale, left heel down, fold over the right leg. Pause and hold. Square off your hips just a little bit more towards the top of the mat by drawing your right hip back. And then shift forward. Ground through your right foot to rise your left leg up. Coming into your warrior 3 position. Flexing your toes or your entire foot, and maybe bring the hands into heart center, finding some balance. Hold for as long as you can. And try to release the weight a little bit more out of your right thigh bone. And then if your hands aren't down, place them down. You can place blocks underneath your hands. We're going to move towards our standing split. So walk the hands towards the right foot and traction the hands away from the right foot to draw your body closer to the right thigh and lift your left leg on up. Release your left foot back down. Sink the hips back and reach your arms up. Come into chair pose, and then we'll twist into our twisted chair pose. So hands to heart center, twist right, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If that's too much, you can do the variation I'm showing here with the left arm to the outside of the right thigh, reaching the right arm up. Hands, if the hands are at the heart center, keep them there. If not, draw them there. And then come back to center, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up, inhale, maybe slight back bend. And exhale, hinge through the hips, bow forward. Inhale, lifting halfway, grow out of your spine. And exhale, bow, fold, waterfall into yourself. Step it back to plank on a breath in. And as you exhale, release down to the earth through chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing. Exhale, pause and hold here just to feel into the pose. Take one more breath in to beam the heart, and then your exhale will draw you all the way back to downward dog. Release your knees back down, and inhale, take it into your cow, and exhale into your cat. And just feel into all of the sensations after doing one side and how the ripples of your body activate through you now. And notice where the spaces of your breath can go. Maybe they go into those cavities within that were once blocked off or resistant or stagnant. And now there's this more rinsing openness. Reach your left leg straight behind you. Inhale. Exhale, left knee into nose. Inhale, lifting left foot up to the sky, arch the back, open your heart, throat. And exhale, squeeze in, knee to nose. Inhale, up, open. Exhale, into a little ball, draw in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squeeze in. Draw left knee in towards left armpit and extend your left leg out towards the side. Pause and hold. Take one more breath in, lift a little bit higher, and then exhale, release it down. Release now your forearms to the earth, option 1. Option 2, curl the right toes under and sit back to the right heel. So there's still a little lift for you for the inner left thigh. But if you want to take it all the way down, then you'll uncurl the right toes, sit onto the top of the foot. Well, you're sitting onto the heel, but the top of the foot is pressing to the ground, and then your torso will drape to the inside of the right thigh. And just breathe your body down into the ground. Taking nice and long, slow, rhythmic breaths. Rising yourself back on up. Seat the left leg behind you. Curl the right toes under and draw yourself, expand beyond your body all the way into three-legged downward dog. Stacking right hip on top of the left. Ground through your hands to lift out of your right hip. Bend your left knee to open up to the left quadricep. Lift your right heel. Draw the left knee in towards the nose to step the left foot forward. Step your right foot back to have a nice wide stance in a low lunge, and then release the back knee to the earth. With your breath in, ground through left foot, sweep your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, twist over towards the left, drawing your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Once there, press the palms in towards each other to lift your heart up in towards them. Tuck your chin in just slightly so the energy is locked within the body, but feel the lift up through the crown of the head. Again, option here is just extending the arms to give yourself a little bit more space, if need be. Come back, hands to center. And inhale, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Shift the hips back. Ardha Hanuman. And slide the left heel forward just slightly so that the right hip is stacked on top of the right knee. And when you breathe in, let it expand your heart towards the toes. And when you breathe out, let it soften your body over the left leg. Continue that wave within you. And then shift forward, planting your left foot down. Straighten your left leg. And then release the back heel to the earth as you bow over your left leg. So inhale, come halfway, lift the back heel. Exhale, release back heel down, bow over the left leg. So this is one-legged forward fold. Keep the hips squared to the top of the mat. Inhale, shift forward, come halfway. And exhale, back heel lowers, bowing down over your left leg. Take a moment to pause here and to feel into the space. And use the deep sounds of your breath to be a lullaby that draws you deeper into the pose. Shift forward, coming onto your left foot, rising your right leg into Warrior 3. Extending out through the right leg and possibly finding some balance here, bringing hands to heart center. You have to really lift out of your left thigh bone and engage the lower belly and reaching out in opposite directions. So your back heel back and the crown of the head forward. And then releasing your hands back to the earth. Bow over your left leg. Lift the right leg high. Coming into standing split or moving in that direction. Hands plant to the earth next to the left foot. And you traction your hands. You press them into the ground and away from you to help draw your body closer over the left thigh, which will help you move deeper into the split. Release right foot back down to the ground. Sit the hips low. Inhale, reach the arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, bring hands heart center as you twist over to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, or right arm to the outside as you reach your left arm up to the sky. Hands back to heart center if they're not there. And as you move through center, take an inhale and exhale, arms come down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, maybe slight back bend. Exhale, hinge your hips, fold forward, bow to the earth. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Pause, hold, feel, sense. Breathe into the open space created. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward, pivot back, heel down. And this time, take a block or your hand on the inside of the right foot. Reach your left arm up to the sky. This is extended side angle here, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Gaze up to your left hand and really try to expand your right knee towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Let your left hip open. Ground through right foot. Inhale, rise up, come into your warrior two. Sink the hips nice and low as you draw your lower belly in and tuck your tailbone under. So inhale, lifting up through the spine. Exhale, soften shoulders, jawline, ground the feet. Magnetize the feet in towards each other. So you feel energy surging up to the center line of your body. Inhale, sweep back to reverse, lightly touching the back leg so you're not putting any weight on the knee. And then keep reaching to the back of the room, straighten out to the right leg. Take an inhale to move back through center, pivot the right toes in, and exhale, let yourself bow forward. So all of your toes are pointing to the left. And walk yourself forward. So walk your hands forward, coming halfway, and then just see where your body wants to land here. So pivot the toes out, and now we're going to bend to the right. So bend your right knee, and now you're keeping your heart and your hips in the same plane. So when you inhale, lengthen your spine out. You want the hands right underneath the shoulders. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and see if your torso sinks in just a little bit more. So you're just bending the right knee. Inhale, rise back up, walk a little bit to the left, and bend your left knee. But you want the hands right underneath your shoulders, and I want both sides of your waist long, so don't crunch the left side body. Now you're sinking your pelvis down in line with the heart. So as you inhale, grow your heart forward. And as you exhale, let the belly button sink towards the earth. Come back to center, inhale. We'll do this again. Arms right underneath the shoulders, sink the torso down, just bend right knee. Pause and hold here. Left hand is underneath your shoulder. Now reach your right arm up to the sky. You really have to squeeze the legs towards each other to support you in this. Plant right hand down, and walk over towards your left. Same thing here. Keep your torso parallel with the earth. Ground down through both feet. Right hand stays to the earth. Reach now, left arm up to the sky. Twisting and spiraling open. Release left hand back down, straighten out the left leg. Come about halfway, inhale and exhale. Give in to yourself, just another layer, seeing how that unfolded through your hamstrings, your hips, the side body. Now pivot all of your toes forward, walking the hands to the front of the mat. Release the back knee down. Press down through right foot, inhale, rise, reach the arms up, open heart center. Exhale, twist right, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press down to the palm, spiral open. Inhale, come back center, arms reach up. Open heart. And exhale, shift hips back, straighten right leg, fingers to the ground, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, as you breathe your heart forward, maybe scoot the right heel just an inch forward or so, whatever adjustments your body needs. And exhale, bow in. Now we're going to move towards the full expression of split, if that's in your practice right now. Start sliding the right leg forward, pressing down through your hands. You can place blocks beneath your hands. It can be helpful to have that little extra space. But make sure in the center line of the back thigh, knee, and shin. And the hips are squared, so don't force this pose at all. It doesn't matter if you're to the ground or you're high up. I want your hips squared. So your left hip is drawing forward to the front of the mat. You're on the inner seam of your left thigh. Try to just stay lifted with your heart open so that you can tilt your pelvis forward, which will open up the quadricep more as well as the front hamstring. Steady, low breaths. If you moved into the full expression, press through the hands to slide the right leg back. And then everyone plant right foot down, lift back knee off, straighten out the right leg. Walk the back foot in just a little bit. One leg gated forward, fold. Come inhale halfway. And exhale, bow, releasing back heel and folding over the right leg. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow and fold. Just really simmering into all of the openness in the back of the hamstring. And now grounding through your right foot, lift the left leg with all the last bit of juice that you still have in the right leg. Left leg extends straight behind you. Coming into your warrior three. Bring the hands maybe into heart center, forward or back. And hold as long as your body will allow. Now moving into standing split, so hands to the ground. If they're not already there, walk the hands towards the right foot. Lift your left leg super high and just surrender into whatever your body's offering you. And then slowly walk the hands a little bit more forward. Option here. You can place a block underneath your left hand and maybe reach your right arm up behind you and hold on to the left foot. So you're bending your left knee and you're holding on to your right foot. The left foot with your right hand. Reach your left leg back up and release left foot back to the earth. Sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale and exhale. Twist to the right. Palms together. Gaze forward. And then lift the left foot off and extend the left leg straight behind you. Step the left foot down, behind, hips squared to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up to your high crescent. And as you exhale, release hands back to the earth. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it at your own pace, your own breath and movement. And just give yourself a moment to feel into that, giving yourself all of the nourishing deep sighs and breaths that feel good. And then just release the knees down and sit back into child's pose, knees wide or together, whatever feels most nourishing for you. And bow your head in towards the earth. And just breathing here. Deep breaths in the beginning to feel a slow, steady stirring happening of everything that was just dug up and released. And then try to come into a softer breath. And come back up onto your hands and knees and shift back to downward facing dog. Moving forward with the other side. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. And stack left hip on top of the right to peel open. Take one more breath in to prepare. In your exhale, we'll step your left foot forward between your hands, pivot the back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, settle and ground. So left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle. And you'll lower the left fingertips down so it's on the inside of your left foot. And you can place a block there if you'd like. And just gazing up into the right fingertips with your eyes. And then rising up again to your warrior two. Press your left knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. And feel the legs squeeze in towards each other. Relax the shoulders and reach strong out through your fingers. Next breath in, sweep it back to reverse warrior. Lightly touching the back leg, open up the entire left side body. Lightly touching back leg. Keep reaching to the back of the room to straighten out left leg. Extend arms out to the side as you pivot the left toes in. Inhale. And as you exhale, bow, fold forward. So just take a moment of surrender here as you release hands to the ground. Shake out any tension of the head. And feel your butt, cheeks spread wide away from each other to feel the hamstrings open just a little bit more. So allow yourself to lift halfway, and this time bend your left knee, a little bit different this time. You're going to lift your right toes and sit your butt down, and then lift your heart up. This might be too intense. You can take the variation we did before, where you just kept the butt and heart lifted, and you just bent through the right knee. So you can see we transitioned to it here over to the right. Pause, you could hold there, or transition, left heel stays to the ground, left toes lift, and you sink your butt down, heart open. Pressing down to the hands, rising back up, and just bow over the legs. Come back halfway. Okay, pivot your left toes out, and then sink the butt low. The right toes lift off. Again, maybe you just stay here. This is enough. I have to walk my feet in a little bit closer, so adjust as needed. You might have to lift your left heel. And then bring the hands option to heart center. Again, you can pause there. Have a slight micro bend in your right knee, so you're supporting yourself here. Next option, spread the arms wide. Your arm comes on the inside of the left knee. Your left fingertips touch down to the ground, right fingertips wing up to the sky. You can come to a half bind where the right hand comes towards the lower back, and maybe a full bind where you take your left arm and you bend it in front of the left shin. Fingers touch. Plant the hands down to the ground. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the right. Sink the hips low. Lift your heart up. The left toes lift. Again, option to stay here. This is plenty. Maybe you can take your hands off and bring hands to heart center. Keep your right arm on the inside of the right knee. You want to spread your right knee wide. Right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. And then spread the arms out like you're spreading your wings. Make sure they're still buoyant in your left knee and you're squeezing left foot in. And then maybe take a half bind, left arm towards lower back, or full bind where the right arm crosses in front of the right shin and finds the fingertips behind you. Peeling open. Come back center, unravel, hands back down to the ground, lift your hips, shift out of it, pivot your toes forward, and then yourself bow into this space. Inhale, coming halfway. And walk all of your toes forward to the top of the mat. And then releasing the back knee to the ground once your hips are squared. Ground down through your left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, twist over to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms in towards each other as you spiral your heart on open. Ground to left foot. Inhale, rise, arms reach up, open heart. Exhale, release the fingertips down, shift the hips back, half split pose. Take an inhale, grow your heart forward. And as you exhale, sink and release down. Again, you can stay here, Ardha Hanuman, or take it towards the full expression. Keep your hips squared. Don't force this pose at all. Just take it in increments as you slide your left foot forward. Also, keep remembering to draw your right hip forward so that your hips aren't opening. And you'll feel that you're on the center line of your back thigh. And you'll feel that the points of the hips are pointing to the top of the mat. And just keep your hands down either on blocks or on the ground. Keep the back toes curled under so that your legs are really active here and supporting you. You're not just puddling your weight into your hamstrings. Allow the heart to open, breathing life into the places that have some resistance to it. Pressing through your hands, slide your left foot back. Plant left foot down to the ground. Lift the back foot to come into your one-legged forward fold. Lifting your back heel, coming halfway. Keep both legs straight. Exhale, bow over left leg as the back heel lowers. A few times like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Back heel lifts. Exhale, fold over left leg. Back heel lowers. Inhale, halfway. Back heel lifts. And exhale, fold over left leg. Back heel down. Inhale, bending through your left knee, rising your right leg up. Coming to your warrior three. Maybe bringing hands to heart center, lengthening out to the back heel and the crown of the head, holding for as long as your body will allow. And then releasing your hands to the ground and lifting your right leg all the way up. Coming into standing split, our last one together. Your hands ground to the earth, and you traction your hands away from you to magnetize your torso closer to the left thigh, lifting your right leg higher. Now, take a variation here, option. Bend your right knee, walk the hands out a little bit. You'll lift the left arm up behind you and try to find your right foot. Now you're pressing the foot into the hand so that you're getting a stretch through the right quadricep. And try to lift the knee up towards the sky. Release out of it, left hand down. Extend through the right leg as you release the right foot all the way back to the earth. Bend to the knees. With your next breath in, rise all the way up into your Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms in towards each other. Spiral open. keeping the hips squared, knees squared. Now lift your right foot, gaze in front of you for balance. Extend your right leg straight behind, and then tuck the toes under as you sink down into a high crescent lunge, sweeping the arms up. Breath in here. Exhale, guides the hands to the earth. Inhale into your plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing, and exhale to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathe, feel, sense. Release the knees to the ground. Spread the knees wide. Sit back into your child's pose. You can have your knees together as well, whatever feels nice for you. Just letting yourself bow in. Come back to the intention of the practice. Feeling the energy of the movement within you, connecting to the essence, the spark of life within. That all these physical postures guide us to remember. We shake up all the old residue, the patterns within, so that we can connect into a pure essence within our being. So come on in, rise up and swing the legs over to one side and take a seat on down. And make way on your mat so that you can release all the way onto your back. As we start to finish up and slow down here. Let's move into a bridge pose. So allow the heels to walk in enough so that it's close to your fingers, and tuck your shoulders under. Now interlace your fingers underneath your body, possibly as an option, and then tuck the shoulders under maybe a little bit more. Now as you press down through your feet, lift the hips up higher. Lift your heels, uninterlace the fingers, in slow motion roll down your entire spine to the earth. Extend your left leg out in front of you, and then draw the right foot in to come into a half happy baby pose. So just holding onto your right ankle. Keep your left hip grounded to the earth. And then you'll draw your left knee in and cross your right ankle to the top of the left knee. So now we're in a figure 4. You're going to interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. So you have to take your right hand in the hole that you made of your right leg. And then draw your left knee in as you press your right knee away. Option is to straighten out the left leg. Keep the right foot where it is, and then try to hold on to the left calf or ankle as you draw the foot in. Keep pressing the right knee away. And release out, left leg down. Hold on to your right foot. Straighten out the right leg. You might not be holding onto the foot. You could be holding on to the back of the thigh, calf, or ankle, and draw the leg in closer towards the body. Keep the left foot to the ground. Great. Slowly release the arms down and let the left leg release slowly to the ground. Feel into that for a moment. And then come into a half happy baby pose with your left leg. So left knee towards the armpit, hold on to the heel, and keep grounding your right hip towards the earth. Now come into a figure 4. So you'll bend your right knee in, and you'll take your left ankle to the top of the right knee. Now as you interlace behind your right thigh with both hands, draw the leg in closer towards you, but press your left knee away to open up to your outer left hip. Keep relaxing your shoulders, your head, and your back to the earth. Option is to stay there or straighten out to the right leg. Interlace either behind calf, ankle, or heel. And as you draw the leg in closer towards the body, you're pressing the left knee further away from you. Release right leg back down. Hold on to your left foot. Now start to straighten out through the left leg, and you can either hold on to the ankle or the calf or back of the thigh. And then once you feel that your lower back is on the earth securely, then start to draw the left leg closer in towards you. Release left hands down and then slowly hover left leg until it reaches the earth. Pause and simmer into that. And just draw the knees in towards the chest and swing them over towards the right side. Use your right hand as a weight onto the outer left leg and reach your left arm out to the side, gazing over to your left fingertips. So as you inhale, breathe into your heart center. And as you exhale, feel the legs in the left arm spill away from each other. Then come back. Switch hips over, legs over to the, hips to the right, knees over towards the left, and spill your right arm out. The left arm will come to the top of our left hand, the top of the right thigh as a weight. Just breathing into the lower belly to expand. And as you exhale, spilling in all directions. Coming back to center. Extend your legs straight up to the sky. And reach through all of your fingers and your toes. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower the arms down by your side, the legs down. With as much control as possible. And the last second, just release. Release the arms, the legs. Soften. Moving into Shavasana. Final relaxation. And really giving yourself the space to integrate the entire practice here and make any last fidgets or movements that your body needs in order to fully embrace this space. Let your breath draw you into the moment. Let it be your rhythmic lullaby. And focus only on the breath. Let your body dissolve into its surroundings, all of its edges emptying into the moment, so that you're not distracted by them, but rather the path of your breath will draw you into the pure essence behind the practice. And whenever the mind wants to take you for a ride, simply and sweetly call upon your breath. Inhale. Exhale. And I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Enjoy Shavasana for as long as you can. Namaste.